Welcome to another episode on the Move, Talk, Thrive podcast. Today, we are talking about play-based therapy, what it looks like, and how we can achieve our pediatric goals in a play-based environment. So, let's get stuck in and look at how we achieve our goals in a play-based setting.
We are child development obsessed business besties and mums, and we're here to spill all our secrets.
We have a combined 30 years experience working with children, and each episode we will bring you up-to-date research and evidence-based strategies to set your children up to thrive.
I'm Lizzie Dawson, Australian exercise physiologist.
I'm Emily Mackey, Australian speech pathologist,
And this is the Move, Talk, Thrive podcast.
Hey, Em.
Hey Lizzie, we were just having a chat about the latest series that you're binging,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
which
So
I'm not
I
there
jumped
yet.
on. I jumped on. And it's been like classic escapism because life has been a little bit hectic of late. And so I've been escaping with a TV series, which I'm literally dreaming about it. It's so funny. It's all over my Instagram. And so I jumped onto the podcast. I'm like, okay, Em, I don't know whether you will know what I'm talking about, but are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? And I was devastated because she didn't know what I was talking about.
I do know what you're talking about, but I was like, I'm not there yet. I just finished Survivor, and then I'm finishing My Life with the Walter Boys season 2, and then I
Yeah, I
will
need to
move to
start
The
that.
Summer I Turned Pretty because I'm a person I don't like to wait each week for the episode. So I'm like, no, I'll let them all come out. This is
It's
what I did
making
with
it
This Is
so
Us.
good. It's making
Did you
it
ever
so
watch
good.
did you ever watch This Is Us, the TV show?
No,
Oh, that was amazing. That's phenomenal, that show.
I'm gonna
But
get
the
back in.
last season came out weekly, and I just waited for like 3 months, and then I just watched it all and binged it because I cannot handle waiting weekly.
Well, I must admit, I only started the three seasons like 10 days ago. Anyway, I've caught up and I only caught up on Sunday and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do. And so I'm rewatching episodes.
You're like Googling
Um,
and like then looking at all
anyway.
their Instagram profiles.
Yeah, and I feel like I am the minority because I'm Team Jeremiah and Mary, our lovely VA, is Team Conrad, which is horrifying. But yeah, my whole Insta is all over it. And so what's the Walter Boys one that you're watching?
So that is Team Cole or Team Alex. I am Team Cole. So
Okay, is
you can take note
he
of that because you can watch it. We'll flip, like we'll
yeah,
flip
yeah. So you're Team
TV shows.
Cole.
Cole, yes.
Cole. Is
Team
he
Cole.
like the mysterious bad boy
Yeah.
or oh
Yeah.
God, you want to know?
But that's the same with like Gilmore Girls. You have the bad boy or the safe boy.
Yeah.
And I think I was always like Team Logan or whatever. Like there's always
Yeah, I just
Team
think
Jess over
I
Team
think
Team Dean.
the summer I turned pretty like because usually I'm the bad like I like the bad boy, but I just think Jeremiah is quite attractive. So I'm like, whatever. Like whatever he says, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm down.
Well, I will join in when I watch it. I will make it a priority.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because I'm pregnant, I'm just like I am sitting having a little late night snack and
Oh,
I might
so
watch
good.
it. Or should
Yeah.
I save it to when I'm breastfeeding? No, no, I can't wait that long.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, that's the best time. Anyway,
Isn't it hard when you watch a really good show like this? And I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want it to end. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm sure they'll come out with another season.
No, they're
It's a
not.
book,
It's
right?
done. Yeah, it's
Oh,
done. This is
really?
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway, I can't
Comment
remember what we're talking
below
about.
which
What are we
team you
talking
are.
about in this podcast?
Comment below. Well, follow your child's leads. If we were the therapy kids, you'd be putting up pictures for Lizzie of Conrad or Jeremiah in therapy to make it play-based and child-led.
Oh, so funny. So,
Classic example.
play therapy. I mean, you can't really work with that with kids if you're not doing play-based
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah, a few of my members were having a bit of a discussion, like I don't know if this is the same for you. That's what I wanted to ask you. Do you feel like your EP therapy is structured, or you would have any goals that would feel structured to you, or
Well,
a
look,
structured approach?
I feel like most of the goals that we get that come through, like on an NDIS plan, for example, or from a parent, it can be quite vague. Like, I want them to be
Mm.
more social. I want them to improve core strength, or like just I feel like they're quite general and broad. I
Mm.
think our responsibility as clinicians is to formulate some clinical goals from those
So that would
broad
be your
goals.
structure. Yeah,
That
that would
would
be
be
your
the
structure.
structure. And then I think we would then kind of formulate a plan based on like the clinical progression that was we would
Mm.
see. So if it's um, you know, we had a parent come in there like, I want Sally to be able to do a cartwheel. And it's like, okay, well, what do we need to be able to do to be able to do a cartwheel? We need to be able to balance on one leg. We need hamstring flexibility. We need core strength. We need shoulder stability and strength. We need to be able to take weight through our hand, like all these kind of things. So we could then formulate some clinical goals that would shape our therapy. But
Yeah.
even so, we're still doing it in a play-based
So I
way.
was going to say, so how do you as an EP make that play based? What does that look like for you guys? If you've got to develop like your hamstring flexibility or what did you say, like balance on one leg? Do you just
Yeah.
do like fun gross motor type exercises or what does that look
Yeah,
like?
so you might do some throwing and catching with their favorite ball. You might do an obstacle course. And even like when you're doing an obstacle course and you're walking over a hurdle, you are balancing on one leg for an extended period of time while you're lifting that leg to get
Mm.
over a hurdle, if that makes sense. Or you might be balancing on a beam, or we've got all of our Pilates exercises are kind of, I guess, the way that we prescribe them is in a playful way. So our hamstring and adductor stretch is called pizza legs. So we're like, all right, we're going to make pizza
Oh,
today. And we reach up and we go, okay, what do we put on our pizza? We reach up and get our tomato paste and then we reach out to our legs. So the way in which we
that's so
deliver
cool.
it is very play-based because otherwise it's going to work. I'm not going to go, okay, let's do a hamstring stretch and
I
hold it
know,
for 30 seconds.
right? That's so cool. I love how you do that, like make a pizza. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah. So
fun.
my whole exercise database is basically Pilates, like playified, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. That's your new statements. Pilates play fight. I should
Yeah.
TM that, trademark that.
Is that even a word?
Probably
Playified.
not, but that you can make whatever branding you want. Like, you
Yeah.
can
Well, don't. I
make it a
don't. I'll
word.
start another business or do something crazy. Stop it. I don't
No.
have time.
But
Uh,
that, like, I honestly think that is a really great description of how you make a structured goal play-based and child-led. And what child doesn't love pizza? They probably shouldn't, but what child doesn't love pizza or can relate to
oh,
that?
so relatable. And I'll go,
Yeah.
who had pizza on the weekend? Most people have pizza on the weekend, to be honest. Like we do. We make
Yeah, so
homemade
we do.
pizzas most weekends.
Although
Uh,
actually a couple of weeks ago, or not a couple of weeks ago, maybe like last week, I was feeling a bit off and I got pizza and then being pregnant, I ate it and I was like, I can't eat this.
oh
So
no.
we've been doing homemade pizza and that's actually made me feel better. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
I don't normally have that feeling.
Yeah, we do homemade pizzas every weekend.
It's
Every
really
every
easy, isn't
weekend.
it? For meal
It's
prep
great.
and time, it's so great. The kids
Yeah,
love it.
I did that last weekend. We did a satay chicken and for Pete and I, and then just like pepperoni and cheese for the boys.
Yeah,
Good.
so easy as a parent.
Yeah,
So
so good.
easy.
Good carbs for my pre-run meal. It's good.
Mm,
And you get leftovers for lunch the next day.
I know, so many benefits
Anyway,
with pizza.
we've digressed.
I really love hearing how other allied health professionals make their therapy play-based because um, we could easily incorporate that into speech therapy,
Yeah,
like you
totally.
can really collaborate across the allied health professions. But I love hearing how you would achieve a structured goal in a play-based child-led way. That's really cool.
And I know from my experience with speeches, and I see on your socials as well that you guys use a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we would um well, I mean, obviously with the PLA, like different types of therapy is different, but that's why I have a whole different hierarchy that we can use our body's movement.
Mm.
We can use the things around us. Like most of the time, kids gravitate to, I don't know, the walls or the doors. And I'm like, we've got a cool toy here. And they're like, oh, I just want to practice putting my legs on the wall or something, like it's like when you give a baby a really expensive toy and then you give them a bottle and they're happy with the
I
bottle.
know.
Um, so I
It's
think,
so funny.
using things around you in your environment and then using toys, obviously, helps
And
you
being
achieve a
guided
structured
by
goal.
them, right? Like being
Yeah, so
guided
what
by
toys they
them.
like. So the
Yeah.
way that I would probably do that most of the time in my sessions is with my visual timetable, I'll just have a full box of all the different games or movement activities that we can do represented in a picture. And the child just gets to go through and pick what they want to do. So that would be the main way that I would make it child-led, but not have to think about it too much, not have to create too many resources or spend too much time. And then they can choose what they want to do and so most kids pick the same games every week because they
Yeah.
go through phases of, oh, I love Pop the Pig. And so we'll play like every session and then they'll go, okay, I'm over that now. I'll play Pop Up Pirate. But I don't find like it's like one game, like it's new games every week. I always find they pick the same things because they have their favorite things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
child-led therapy, right? And so we would kind of be the same, I think. I think a lot of the structured goals would be like grammatical goals, or if you're
Hmm.
trying to like get a sentence from them using the word running, or using, like if you're trying to teach them to put an S on the end of words, if you've got like
Mm.
one dog and two dogs, like
Mm.
those goals can feel a bit dry as a speechy, like
Mm.
grammatical goals. But if you have your toolkit of how to make it child-led, which is what I said, like following all those different ways you can teach, and then, bringing in your imagination, that's what makes a structured goal play-based and then child-led. So you can achieve. I feel like a lot of new grads say, I can't achieve a structured goal in a play-based environment, or
Mm.
I can't be play-based and be structured. And I'm
I
like,
feel
oh,
like that comes down to experience in creating your toolkit and
mm,
clinical reasoning and clinical intuition, which we've talked about before.
mm,
So I feel like I can be in any environment with a child choosing to do anything, and I can layer in some
mm,
therapeutic principles based on
mm,
what they need to be achieving. And it's not like, yeah, I can just pull things and be quite intuitive, whether it's a sword fight and crossing your midline and incorporating your core in a sword fight because they've picked up a stick outside and, that's what they want to do, through to building a cubby and, you know, taking toys from one side of the room through an obstacle course in a treasure hunt to their castle that they've created, like just I really think that we need to be guided by them to get their buy-in and their engagement, and then it's our responsibility to layer in therapy and then communicate what we're doing either during or after with the parents,
mm.
and providing some strategies that worked in terms of getting that repetition because it's all about repetition, right?
And that just takes time and experience to get to that point, right? And practice and knowing what children respond to and what they might not respond to. If you're feeling like, well, I'm a new grad, I don't have that experience, then you need to learn from others. So obviously, like that's why I have my PLA and I go through for each goal how I would teach that and make that fun and the different types of activities I can use and all the different types of words we can use to make it fun. And that would be the same for you, Lizzie, with your courses.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I said, my all my Pilates, we have got every single exercise detailed, the scripting that we use, progressions, regressions, contraindications, developmental opportunities, uh, for every single exercise in my Pilates database, which is all play based. It's all like
Mm.
all of the um, instruction and everything that we've done around those exercises is
Is there.
made.
So
Yeah.
that's like how you would shortcut that if you're a new grad and you're going, all right, do I have to reinvent the wheel? Do I have to sit here and think or like, chat GPT it? How can I make teaching grammar or a cartwheel fun. No, that's where you learn from people who have been there and gone before you to develop that themselves. And because I didn't get taught that, I had to develop that myself. Did you? Were you the same?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did it, I've done it in every different sort of circumstance. I've told my team before, like before, the days of COVID when you used to go to work when you were unwell. I've done it with broken arms. I've done it through 2 pregnancies. I've done it with no voice, like completely no voice. So I had to mime it. So I have kind of done it I've prescribed it in every way, removing one, sense or body part or
Mm.
so many different iterations and like, a really, really high needs class through to a super cruisy. Like there's just been so much repetition. It is so ingrained in my brain and I can just walk in and kind of just pull it all out. It's so interesting, isn't it, when you've repeated
Mm.
something so many
And that's how
times?
you refine it. And then that's what makes it a great course to learn from.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, you just need mentors or courses or PD like that. If you're a new grad thinking, well, that's great, but I don't have intuition yet or experience.
Mm.
And it
Get
does take
something
time.
that will get you started so you kind of go into it with some confidence and then you build your own as you go. And I was interviewing for a position at Kids Hut Pilates recently and and she had some experience and I said, well, you'll have your little toolkit that's worked and then you'll come in and we'll collaborate on all of our toolkits that works and we kind of share what works and what doesn't work and it's interesting like what swim teachers will bring to the
Mm.
table and cycling coaches versus gymnastics like we all kind of have a little bit, and it's the same with different allied
Yeah.
health professionals, like what you guys are doing versus what we're doing. Like it's being really open to learn from other people and being willing to try different things. But I think first step first is that you need to kind of go into it being confident that you can take a session in a play-based way and still get therapeutic outcomes.
And still, yes, exactly, exactly. That's like literally, if we ended the podcast there, that's it. I was going to say the most popular thing at the moment in swimming is Paw Patrol. I mean, my kids are a bit younger than yours, but if you do have some generic themes like that, I remember as a new grad, I was like, I'll just do, a few things that I know are popular, and then you kind of can't go wrong if you're sort of feeling around in the dark, like Paw Patrol or Frozen. You can't go wrong at the
But
moment.
you can even ask them. You can say, "What music do you want to play today?" And then you figure out exactly what they're into.
They'll tell you
Like,
Frozen song, Paw Patrol
yeah,
song, or Happy
now
song.
all the kids, because we've got like a tweens class at Kids Heart Pilates, so they're like 11 to, or maybe they're 10 to 12 or something. Anyway, I was filling in the other week I haven't been client facing in a while. And I just was like, okay, what do we want to what music do we want to play? And there's this I can't remember, is it K-pop Demon Hunters or something? Anyway,
Oh
my
yeah,
kids listen to it. It is like the rage at
yeah,
the moment. And then I was watching the US Open and Djokovic did some dance from it. And it's
oh
just,
yeah,
all you got to do is say, hey, what music do you want to put on? And it will give you a massive clue as to what they're interested in. And then you can
yeah,
theme the
right.
whole session based on that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's, yeah, again, child-led, fun, but you can achieve your structured goals like that. So, yeah, there we go. Pretty
Done.
simple.
Easy.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Just have
Um,
fun.
yeah, if you're having fun, then the child will be having fun, right? And the parent too. And the parent will be so happy that their child is having fun and enjoying it. Um, so if you've liked this episode, leave us a little review below. We always love to hear from everybody. If you have questions, more questions like this, please send them in from Lizzie and I, and we will be happy to answer it and talk about it and discuss it. We always bring out different points of view and disciplines. And we really hope that this encourages you to do play-based child-led therapy for structured goals in a fun way. And it gives you some clinical confidence and helps you feel empowered. Until next time, we will talk to you later. Bye.